Right here at Payton is something that I've never actually seen before, both platforms 1 and 2 in use. You've got 800 321 in on platform 1, while the 3 car 158958 in on platform 2. 158958 is the one I'm taking up to the next stop. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Matt's Railway Adventures YouTube channel. Thank you very much for joining me today as I'm doing a video that I've been planning to do for a while, and that's exploring Devon by the railway. From the rugged hills of Dartmoor and everything to the two different coasts, the like Riviera one, like Torquay, Payton, and then North Coast as well. Hopefully plenty to see and do, including a nice little bridge which actually crosses over from Devon just into Cornwall. Yeah, I left from Tiverton Parkway, so I'm just going to Exeter St David's, with the route being work down south to come back north ready for tonight's go home. So I'm going to bring you with you for the ride and see what we can find. First complication of the day exploring, points failure on Newton Abbot, so rerouting. So first stop is to head up to Oakhampton instead. And good thing with Oakhampton, that was one of the first stations and lights we reopened under the Restoring Your Railway scheme. And once again, it has proved to be quite successful now. So much so they're actually opening next year a new station on that line at Oakhampton Interchange. Unfortunately, with the opening of the line, he did lose Sanford Corney. Just give you a little bit of the view there. Brownston Station first reopened back in 2021, and I have previously been to Oakhampton Station once, again with Dad, drove that, and then Jack's got a train down to St David's, just was the train load around my birthday. Should have been Plymouth Fever that night, but that got cancelled. Right, Oakhampton. So coming up the Dartmoor line, as in it's reinstated. I think it was 2021, which is good. See new lines open all the time. I've recently also done the book Renters Bowl here. Plenty to see at Oakhampton Station if you ever come up here. You've got like a railway museum and everything. I live in hope that one day this will be reconnected all the way around back towards Plymouth, Tavistock sort of direction. They could do with that. And I have seen what I was looking for as well. So on the way back, I will be able to show you what Oakhampton Interchange is going to be. I just passed through the site of where the new Oakhampton Interchange station will be. Hello from Payton, the bottom end of the Riviera line. Yep, just got in 20 minutes here, then back out again. So Payton, you can come here for the beach, have a time. You can also come and have a ride on the Heritage Railway. There's something in. I don't know if it's running today, probably is, but I haven't got time. Never got time to go and have a look. But if I do that, I can at least see Payton Station. And as you can see, just the other side of the other platform, that is where the Heritage Line is. It runs down to Kingswear, I think it is. What I will need to do one day. Payton Station is looking back. I need to stop doing that, but sometimes it's easier. Yeah, next stop when I leave here is back to Newton Abbot, then down to Plymouth. Then, Tamar Valley Line. See what I'm saying? I'm going to stop at Calstock or go out to Gunners Lake. I'll decide that. Here we are, the Dartmouth Steam Railway, Payton down to wherever it is, Dartmouth Way. Got Lydnam Manor sat up there, just not doing anything today. And then just getting water. Is obviously the operational one for the day. Right there, which said it was Braveheart. You get this bottom end of a steam railway here in Payton. So if you come to Payton, and you can, have a steam train ride. Right, just arriving into Totnes. Of course, if you ever come on on a train to Totnes, 10 minutes walk, you can get to the bottom of the South Devon Heritage Railway, which goes from Totnes Riverside up to Buckfast Lee and stops at Staverton. It is a nice little line. I've done it once. It was cold and wet for a steam gala. Do need to come back and explore it, but again, come to Totnes, Steam Railway, and who wouldn't want a day out with the puff trains? Yeah, there's a big tree here at the minute. It's just a little bit of chill out time for me. Hello from Plymouth, gateway to Cornwall, as they like to say, and also the gateway to one of the most scenic branch lines in Devon, which we will be doing in a little bit, which does also cross over slightly into Cornwall. So you might know what I mean. We will soon, in about an hour, be going up the Tamar Valley line to Gunners Lake by Plymouth's only request stop, which I've been to. Then you get some nice areas, Beer Alston, Beer Ferrers, Calstock and Gunners Lake. I have visited all of them before, but more importantly, great time. 66054. and it's almost hello from Cornwall briefly. Just crossing the Calstock Viaduct now, and Calstock isn't in Devon, but the Devon Day Ranger lets you cross over. Hello from Cornwall and hello from Gunners Lake. You just arrived at the top end of the Tamar Valley line. Yes, you've got about 2 or 3 minutes here, I think, then you'll be straight back on and straight back to Plymouth. I remember being here last time, actually driven up, which was a long journey. So yeah, we get to go back in a couple of minutes. I'm sure I said last time that I need to carry from there. You would have carried on further up to Launceston. Not now, it doesn't. That's the train that's brought us up. Yes, there will be. So far today on my £17 Devon Day Ranger, we've done the Dartmoor line up to Oakhampton, and I've hopefully shown you where Oakhampton interchange is going to be. Done the Riviera line down to Payton. Now we've done the Tamar Valley line. I've still got the Tarka line to do, which has got the majority of Devon's request stops on it. Devon has like 11 or 12 request stops, because you've got the Dockyard on the Tamar Valley line, Exton Livingston Commando on the Aberset line, and then going up the Tarka line, you've got 8 request stops, including Devon's least used station, Chapelton, which I visited recently. But yeah, next stop in a few minutes will be Calstock, back across the viaduct, and then we'll be heading back into Devon. But it's Devon Day Ranger, but it allows you to go into up to, as I say, as always good, and the Cornwall Day Ranger you get also does the same. Then allows you into Devon a tiny bit. I didn't say earlier, but I did see up at Oakhampton, so I want to try and get Bude with back on the line. So get Bude, so Bude, Bideford, yes please. It's every place that should never have lost their rail connection, but because of when the beaching report was done, it wasn't done peak season, it was done like springtime, and it was always going to be quieter. During the show, they didn't have the numbers, they could close it, but they did it during the summer. In the show, it probably would have been making money. Clever government ideas. Anyway, I will show you the view a little bit. Exeter, and yet another change of plan, and it does actually work out that I can now go and use the third main TOC which works into Devon. I've used cross country this morning to come down. I've spent my day on GWR, so now it's time for SWR, the first renationalised railway everything, to go out to the other extremity of Devon, which you can use your Devon Ranger on. So it's time to jump on South Western Railway and go to Axminster. Hello everybody, and welcome to the far extremity of where you can get on a Devon Day Ranger. I've just come out on South Western Railway's line out to Axminster. This is as far as you can go using a Devon Day Ranger. Kind of thought timings actually worked. I'd rather do this than go up and down the tar class I've done before. First of all, as I said, also means I've ticked off everything. GWR cross country and SWR, everything that serves stations in Devon. Nice. Yeah, lovely. Train's delayed, but going back, that's fine. Got a little bit of time here. Then it's back towards Exeter. So while I'm waiting, as I said, I've been using a Devon Day Ranger today to make my way around Devon. And yeah, 17 quid all day. But it isn't too bad. There are a few little restrictions on it. Monday to Friday, you can only get it after 9 AM. Saturdays, Sundays and public holidays, it's at use any time, which is good. So yeah, the extremities of it, so it's valid from Tiverton Parkway, which is where I started. You can get all the way down to Plymouth. St Bude Ferry Road is the extremity that way. You can then go up the Tamar Valley, as I've done, to Gunners Lake, which is worth it. Then yeah, so you can do Paynton, Exworth and all that. Hello, butterfly. So if you ever want to spend a day in Devon exploring, it's the way to go, I think. It's worth it. It's like hop on, hop off. Yeah, it's all good. There's also one for Cornwall, which again I want to do at some point. And so like, yeah, good way to explore Cornwall as well. There are others available for other areas. They didn't run for Somerset though. But then, like Heart of Wessex line going down to Weymouth, that you can get one kind of wide area there, which, so yeah, you can go from Pilning to Weymouth up to, I think it's Pewsey, a big triangle sort of area, which sounds good. I've got a few little plans now to round this off before I head back to Tivy Parkway to finish. All depends if the timing's going to work. They should do, but I will need to have another look at them shortly. But I've got about 20 minutes here, I think, maybe slightly longer. Not the first time I've actually been to Axbridge. Last time I was here, I was trying to get up to Barnstaple so I could use the one a day service GWR which comes to Axminster, but I got kiboshed. 12 minutes late. A lot of trains have been late today. Admittedly, coming out to Axminster, it was delayed at Central because of whatever reason it was. But anyhow, these things happen. At least it's not wet. But I'd say it might be a semi-decent sunset in the evening. So until I leave Axminster, I'm going to take a little bit of time out to just chill out. Hello from Exeter Central, the busiest station in Devon, according to the 2022-2023 Office of Railway Statistics. It could even be my first ever time standing on this station. Yep, just come back in from Axminster, just wasted time before I go home. So there's only one place I can now go. Time to go to St James's Park quick. And my final station visit of the day. The most important station visit of the day. We are officially now at St James. It had to be done. And let's just go and say hello to the hallowed ground. The best place in Devon, probably. Well, some people would say that, others might disagree. But for me, it is definitely one of the best places in Devon. Ooh, bloody hell, I didn't realise how steep I was catching out the bloody station. God almighty. I wouldn't say it's just, it's not really step free, that's steep. And of course, Dad used to live around here a long time ago. Now that's just a view of St James's Park Station from the bridge. Got a bit of a nice sunset coming as well. But more importantly, St James's Park, the most important place in Devon and in Exeter. Now I'm back at Exeter St David's, so just got to wait now for the train up back to Tiverton Parkway, and then that is today's adventure and planned video finally done. Actually, it's been quite an enjoyable day. Shame that I had to change the route straight away almost because of the points values, but these things happen ultimately. And I've now at least seen been through all 9 stations actually within Exeter. Strictly, some people say it's 10. I would class it as 10 with Topsham, but some people say it isn't. I've been through and seen 5 out of the 6 in Plymouth. Still haven't actually seen St Bude Ferry Road. I still never quite comprehend that. How you can, a city which is smaller, i.e. Exeter, has more stations than Plymouth, which has got 6 and it's bigger. Blows me mind a little bit. Given the maritime history in Plymouth as well, admittedly before it did have quite a few more, but yeah, we've got beachings and everything. This is a shame. You never know, maybe one day we'll get some more. Interesting news I found out talking to one of the guards throughout the day. The stuff going up to Tavistock could actually be happening, because it sounds like they are doing like inspection work of the track bed and whatnot. So fingers crossed that does actually happen. It would be good to actually have trains back to Tavistock, and then go all the way around and reconnect it to Oakhampton. Oh, where was I? I don't know. Yeah, then so like today with the points failure at Oakhampton, if they'd had a diversion route via the points failure at Newton Abbot, if they'd had a diversion route around via Oakhampton, at least then trains could still have been running. I mean, that is probably a long way up if it ever happened. But definitely, so like seeing places and everything used. No Bideford could be coming back. Hopefully Tavistock, Wellington, Columberton, plus everything else confirmed down this way with Pill and Portishead and everything. Plus all like the new South Wales stations. Have potentially 12 new stations in the next few years minimum. Am I going to complain at that? Definitely not. Right, still got a little bit of time. So I'm just going to have a mooch around, see if there's any trains coming to film. And I'll talk to you when I'm back at Tivy. Right, just arrived back into Tiverton Parkway, the last station in Devon, at the end of a very long but interesting and fun day exploring Devon by the railways. Now it's time for me to do just over half an hour drive home. Wrong one, perfect. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I don't know how long it's going to be, but I'll try and go through and make it not too long. So thank you very much for joining me today as I've explored Devon by the railways. And if you like the content, then please remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that kind of good stuff. And personally, I would highly recommend getting a Devon Day Ranger and just coming on an adventure around Devon on the trains. It's worth it. Anyway, until next time, I'll talk to everybody very soon. So from Tiverton Parkway Station, choo choo for now.